In this example, we again want to properly set up the graph and then plot the ordered pairs that were given in this table. You'll notice the table is organized by listing first the x-coordinates, then the y-coordinates separately, and then in the third column, listing them as xy ordered pairs. But before we can put any of that information onto the graph, we need to set up our graph. We can begin by drawing the horizontal axis, and then drawing the vertical axis. And now that we have the axes, we need to scale them, label them, and put arrows. So quickly putting arrows on at least the positive ends, seeing that I am again working with x and y. So label my axes horizontally x, vertically y. And now for the scales. When I look at the values given in the table, first look at the x-coordinates. We have the x-coordinates of -15, -9, -3, and 12. Ignoring whether they're positive or negative, I do notice that every x-coordinate is a multiple of 3. For this reason, I would be inclined to use a scale of 3, 6, 9, 12 on my x-axis. Separately looking at the y-coordinates, 100, 125, -50, -100. Since every one of those y-coordinates is a multiple of 25, I would be inclined to use a scale of 25, 50, 75, 100. By using these scales, separate scales for the x and the y, but ones that relate nicely for the coordinates that we're going to be using, I will be able to accurately graph any point that I need to, and still fit everything in the graph. To graph the first point, -15, 100, I will begin at the origin, and I will go left 15 units on the x-axis, keeping in mind that I'm going by 3, 6, 9, 12. -15 is here, 5 tick marks, which is still 15 units. To go up to 100, it's going to be 4 tick marks because each tick mark is 25 units, 25, 50, 75, 100. So this is where we need to put -15, 100. -9, 125. I need to go to -9 on the x-axis, which is 3 tick marks to the left, and 125 is 5 tick marks up on the y-axis. -3, -50 would be 1 tick mark to the left and 2 tick marks down. So I have an x value of -3 and a y value of -50. And finally, 12, -100. I can go to the x value of 12, which is 4 tick marks to the right, and down 4 tick marks to -100 on the y-axis.